The biggest series of the year is here. Time for the Padres stars to step up and shine on baseball's biggest stage. What's going on, everybody? Christian Pedersen back with another episode of Padres Digest. Part 2 of the Dodgers series for the second half is here. This was a quick 1-2 punch of Giants, Dodgers, going through the thick of it. The last time was not so great. Let's talk about what's coming up this time. On all of this, drop a comment as we go on anything, this video, or if you want to see something else, hear about something else, drop a comment. We will go ahead and make content on that. For as much content as we are making, if you want to hit the subscribe button, it makes it so much simpler for us to get it to you. If not, though, no worries. I will still be here so that we can talk about this stress headache of the. This is as of the Padres are still yet to play the Giants, so there may be, best case scenario, a game of movement here in the Padres' favor. So Padres 1 back or 2 back or 3 back, somewhere between 1 and 3 back of the Dodgers tomorrow as they head into the series, or today as they head into the series, depending on when you are watching this video. You can't lay it out any more clearly that this is it. The Padres have an Achilles heel. They are a fantastic baseball team. Both can be true at the same time, that you can be one of the best teams in baseball, but have a kryptonite team that is just simply built to defeat you, and that might be what the Padres have in the Dodgers. I hope it's not what the Padres have in the Dodgers, but again, this is where they stand as we head into the second installment of this series. It's not great. Let me know what your confidence is in any and all of this as we go through it. We're going to talk about the pitchers coming up for the Padres and the Dodgers. We're going to talk about what we think is, because best case scenario, we're in first place and they sweep. I don't think that. I am not here to be a rational Padres fan. I'm here to be an irrational Padres fan. That is my job. That is my goal, to create content for you guys. So I want to believe. Let's talk about optimism. Let's talk about a 3-game sweep and how the Padres get back on track, take this series. Coming out of this best case scenario, we have proved that the Dodgers are a dicey team. And games are always going to be close against them. And that Yu Darvish, leading off game 1, with Nestor Cortez game 2, Nick Pivetta game 3. Whatever, it's at Petco. This was the 3 that we needed. The fans, the hitting, Manny and Nando and home runs finally have. There are so many different categories where we can post to how we can comment how the Dodgers have been better than the Padres. I think that the home runs, to me, is a really interesting one of just there's nobody hitting really any substantial power on the Padres, and that's not just a Petco thing anymore. That's just the way these guys are hitting this year. That it can be a very. We think about San Diego. That team was electric in large, singular lurches of grand slam. They knew, or they not knew, but they had the capability of hitting those home runs. The guys just aren't getting the launch angle, the lift, the whatever you want to call it. So, okay, that's the thing. No, it's the starting pitching. We got cease walking a bunch of people. We've got bad outing, home runs, walks. Nothing was working from any of our starting pitching, so we lose in that. Maybe the bullpen, because they were able to hold so that some of the games could get close when the offense started to eventually pick up a little bit, but that's not that fantastic of a breakdown. So it's going to be up to, again, going through it. We got Darvish starting off. What do you feel about Darvish? Do we like Are we in or are we out on Yu Darvish being a contributing member of the San Diego Padres? Are we trying to count on him down the stretch here? Let me know. Next guy to toe the line. Granted, these are not These are not posted. These are just going off of what has been the rotation for the Padres. So Nestor Cortez is number 2. Is he nasty, Nestor? No. Can he pitch to contact and manage games? Yes. What are we going to get out of, like, this will be big. This will be very telling. Man, I'm trying not to be completely pessimistic about all these. And I'm trying to be a better level-headed person and say maybe 1-1 through those two, with then Pivetta closing out game 3, me having the highest confidence index and thinking that we can win that one. Like, I think that he's got his flukes out of the way. Going to be a good game. So Padres, to me, still have opportunities to get this done. The Dodgers, for them, it's looking like Blake Snell's going to be game 1, which, woof. Did we make him look good? I'm betting that Blake Snell is not that 2 games in a row. So him versus Darvish. Okay, take it. It's a duel of last year's Padres. Or 2 years ago's Padres. Tyler Glasnow. Okay, interesting. So Glasnow's going to take on Nestor. That's game 2. Again, these are all the highly probables, but have not been written down. But I still think this is where we're at. And then game 3 is undetermined, depending on some of the moves the Dodgers might make. But that one with Pivetta, I don't care who it is. I really don't. Even if it winds up being Shohei moved up to play in that spot. We'll figure it out. I'm trying to deal with the setting sun here. We will figure it out. I'm curious, though, what, after looking at those matchups, what are we thinking, Padres fans? I don't think insanely confident can happen anymore, but I do think confident can happen. And I think ready for the reality that we can't beat the Dodgers can also happen. I don't know with this team. I mean, maybe I do know, and that this team's Achilles heel just is the Dodgers, and the only way we can win a World Series is if the Mets or Phillies or somebody else takes care of them in the playoffs, who we can then go beat that team. I think we've seen that this year with the Padres. I think the Padres are really good. I think baseball, you can go hot and go. Like, there's so many different excuses for what's going on. So this series does, though, feel like you got to show up. You got to show up big. You got to prove. You got to silence. There are some doubters. There are some haters. There are some critics. There are some voices that I think the Padres need to silence with a huge outing in this series. I'm curious what you think is going to happen. Drop a comment. Let me know. Like I said at the beginning, if you want to hit the subscribe button, it would be much appreciated. If not, no worries.